What's going on, Beauty Besties? Most importantly, what you sipping on? Baby, I'm sipping on some rosé because this is the Renaissance. And it is nothing like having something refreshing and fabulous on your palate as you get prepared to go see the queen. So cheers to you, sugar. And for all the beauty besties, I'm giving y'all Janet Jackson's shoulders. They smoking up in here. For all the beauty besties that's new, welcome on in. It's so good seeing you. While you're here though, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. And for all the beauty besties that's not new to this, but you are true to this, y'all know my love is on top for y'all. Baby, and my love is on top. Ooh, yeah, yes, all of it. All of that. That's what y'all getting for this Renaissance video today, okay? My love is on top for y'all. Y'all know I love seeing y'all. Welcome back on into the room, sugar. Now, for those that may not know, I went to see the queen herself, Beyoncé, Giselle Knowles Carter, in DC last weekend. And so this is y'all weekend. It's your time to shine, Atlanta. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give you guys my tips and tricks on what looks to plan, but how to make your look be bulletproof. Because for those that may not know, it rained on us on night 2 in DC. So low-key, I'm a little jealous because, you know, night 1, the Obamas and Vice President Kamala and her husband, they went for the first night, and I feel like they got all the dry weather fashions from B. But baby, we had a time in the rain, and I am just so glad that I normally make my looks, my makeup bulletproof. And just a little side note for all the beauty besties out there, I had ordered some face jewels for the face, a little extra razzle dazzle for the kids, and they got stolen off the porch. I didn't have enough time to rebuy, and then I just lost the motivation to do any type of face jewels. Luckily for me, I looked like this, and I had a hat that gave me all the actual razzle dazzle mataz I needed. But if we're talking about building bulletproof makeup, you have to start with your base. And so first up, I'm gonna start with one of my personal faves. It's the Fix Plus Stay Over by MAC, because it's 16 hours of wear. I'm gonna just do a little light coating of that as the first layer to my base, because again, it may not rain on y'all in Atlanta, but y'all gonna be sweating because you're gonna be singing for your life, okay? And dancing for your life. And then I'm gonna actually take, this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've heard great things about it. I don't know how it landed somehow in my makeup bag, whether this was a whole free gift or not. But if we're talking about something that's going to grip and hold onto your makeup, I've been using it lately, and I used it for the night of the concert, and my makeup was still there at the end of the night. It had not fallen off my face and or clocked out to take a dance break and never come back. So I'm using that in my hot spots down the center of my face, to really get ready to prep the face before I do foundation concealer. And it looks like this. Nice and velvety. Y'all know I like to be velvet. And then this is the Hydro Primer. So anyways, I'm gonna use the rest of what's on the back of my hand. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're gonna go into skin. Okay, so y'all know I normally wear like my Studio Fix Fluid, and you can wear Studio Fix Fluid because it's long wearing. I'm a little in between shades right now because y'all know I still got my summer tan. So I'm just gonna use my Pro Longwear Concealer because I know this does not move either. This is a whole like 15 hours of wear, waterproof, transfer resistance, all the great sweat proof, all that great jazz. So this is gonna be my foundation all over. So I'm not gonna bore y'all with this. I'm gonna go ahead and even out my skin tone, and then I'm gonna jump into concealer, okay? So I'll see y'all on the flip side. All right, I got my concealer on. I'm gonna go ahead and start to blend out, just add a little bit of concealer right here, just to make the nose pop just a little. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out, and I'll see you on the flip side of blending out my concealer. All right, so face is on. I'm just gonna take a little bit of loose powder. Y'all know how much I love this loose powder. Straight through my center to make me look nice and what? Blurry. So we're gonna take, sorry, turn the volume down. I got excited. I'm gonna take a little bit of that through the center. And then I'm gonna set, I've been using this new powder that I got my hands on by Lawless Beauty. It's like this perfecting powder that's talc free and skin smoothing. So I'm just gonna use that to like set everywhere else because the powder's in my complexion. And so just a little bit through the forehead. And this is gonna, again, lock everything else in because again, we wanna be what? Bulletproof. And so this is what it looks like. Y'all also realize I'm obsessed now with under highlighting because it literally makes me look like I have my contour on and it gives me a lift. I'm gonna still drop a contour in because it's Beyonce, and what we wanna do out here in these streets is look what? Snatched, honey. So I'm going ahead and I'm putting my contour on, getting it down through here, really sculpting the face. And I mean, I think my face looks great. It looks ready for makeup. So I told y'all it rained on us on night 2 in DC. I'm taking a eyeshadow primer, 24-hour eye base by MAC is going all over. And so we weren't able to get started until a little bit later. Now, from all the reports, because you know I did my homework before I went to this concert, and I'm sure y'all did too, hence the reason why y'all watching this Renaissance video. You're welcome. She normally comes on stage, obviously the concert starts at 8 o'clock. She comes on stage, from what I've heard, between like 9 and 9:30, and it's a 2.5-hour concert. She didn't come on stage till about 10:03 because of the rain and like reported reports of lightning and things like that. I got a little nervous. I was like, we were creeping quickly into 10 p.m. and I was like, at some point this concert is going to time out if she doesn't start. And then we were standing in the concession area at the FedEx Field Stadium in DC. And all of a sudden, we saw the lights drop. And baby, what I tell you, it was a mad dash to get back to your seats. We were racing back to our seats because all we heard her start was Dangerously, I love you. She opened with Dangerously in Love, and we all lost our apeshit mind, okay? So I decided I think I want to do a cut crease eye, but make it metallic and Renaissance feel. So I'm just going to use, with this girl, Uninterrupted from the Unfiltered Nudes palette, just to kind of like sculpt out my crease. So she opens up, like I said, and she is giving vocals. Because I had already said, Miss Mama gave a performance on night 1. She worked the kids were saying how great she was. And I was like, she best have a voice for us on night 2. And she showed up in full voice. I think for me, my favorite part of the opening, because you know she's her own opening act, is her singing 1+1. Now, this is why I said we got the rainy day fashions, because don't get me wrong, she looked amazing. But for like this song, she normally has been coming out with these fabulous gowns on, very a la like Diana Ross back in the day. She sits on the piano, they help her down. She had on this gorgeous black, onesie with these fantastic shoes with these big ribbons as bows on it. Like, she looked great. But according to what I've seen, we didn't get that like showgirl fashion, that dream girl fashion, and I really do believe because it was wet, right? Not to mention, you can see here from this piece of the video, I'm so afraid to give y'all pieces of audio because I don't want them to shut this video down, that she's sitting on a white towel. So you can see it's raining. And I had really thought at one point, I was like, what is the contingency plan? Like, she is literally doing these stadium tours that's outside. Like, there has to be a plan for when it rains. And it is. She performs in the rain. And so, literally, dancing, and we'll talk a little bit more about the different songs. I felt like there was very minimum and little modification she made for the show. And if anything, she made some line edits that we'll talk about in a second, only to save time, because we ended around 12:20 a.m. in the morning. So Ms. Mama still gave us a full show. What I also appreciated is we got a little bit of medleys as well. So she gave us a little bit of I'm Going Down by Mary J. Blige, which I thought was amazing. You can see her hair flowing. Her hair was literally, it was giving us life. Now, I also said, because you could tell, like, she was performing in the rain, y'all. The stage was not covered, and I was really thinking to myself, what is going to happen in this rain? Now, hair was flowing. She gave us a little bit of a medley. So we got I'm Going Down. She gave us her Tina Turner tribute, thank you. River Deep Mountain High, which by the way, even though she slowed it down, I was not mad at it. Her vocals were really, really pretty. And to hear that song that slow, for anybody who's a Tina Turner fan, and know River Deep Mountain High, it's a very fast-paced song. It's like, boom, when I was a little girl, I had a rag doll, boom, 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 boom. That was my church tenor baritone voice for y'all. But she slowed it down and she made it into a beautiful ballad. I will give y'all this. Her musical director, the way they worked this set list, it was masterful, sugar. So I'm taking a little bit of Give Me Cyberspace as this dark chocolate in the crease to really continue to sculpt and define. And I'm blowing it out. So I'm using the tip and I'm just dragging this out as well. Now, that's what we want. Ow. Now, she leaves the stage and she changes clothes to start the Renaissance portion of the concert. I'm That Girl, because you know by the way, she goes in order of the album for the actual set list, and she weaves in her older music and into Renaissance, right? But if y'all don't catch this out of anything else, I had to tell my homeboy, I was like, her team changed her hair. Because y'all know it was rainy. They must have gone backstage with a water bottle and was like, stand still, spray, spray, squish, 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 wrangle, 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 squish, 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 wrench, 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 wrench. And they rinsed out her hair and it was a wet and wavy. She lost the volume. That thing was slicked down. It had waves in it. I don't know if they had a wet and wavy wig on standby or if that hair was so pristine and prestigious that just activating it with a little juices and berries made it fall into place. But baby, Beyonce with a wet and wavy is life. And so she said, this hair's not gonna hold me down. Y'all know, we about to release the wiggle tonight. I can't release the wiggle if my hair is getting caught in the rain and is not tamed and styled to perfection. That mane was tamed and styled to perfection, honey. And she opened it up with I'm That Girl and we went in. All right, so now I'm taking a smaller brush and I'm using Carbon. It is French for carbon, just making that up. And I'm going right into my crease. And on the outer corner, actually, I think I'm gonna use a smaller brush. Be right back. Yep, whoop, there it is. I'm gonna use a flat brush here to really begin to like wing this out. And carbon now is super concentrated. I'm gonna pull this in like so. Y'all see that? Perfect. And lift. That's what we want, cookies. I'm going in with a fluffy brush just to diffuse this a little bit more. Now, y'all know we was day 2 for the DC show, but according to the Everybody on Mute challenge and according to Beyonce, I'm reporting factual tea, not alternative tea. According to Beyonce, DC won the Everybody on Mute challenge. And y'all know what that means, right? Atlanta and all the other cities, y'all got some work to do. And for those that may not know what the Everybody on Mute challenge is, it is a part of the Energy song when Beyonce is singing Energy and she says, look around, everybody on mute. Look around, it's me and my crew. Big energy, baby, I'm gonna tell you this. Day 2 crowd, we held it for a very long time, but as she got ready to say, look around, me and my crew, there was a little bit of a, because we got it. And I got it, and I'm gonna tell you, there were a few moments where I lost my ever-loving mind during this concert, and that was one of them, because I was waiting for, look around, everybody on mute. Look around, it's me and my crew. Big energy. Y'all get the point. So that piece, when she says everybody on mute, if you're still in a city that has not seen her yet, or if you're gonna go see her again, make sure y'all asses go on mute because it is now the challenge and DC is the current winner. And I'm a part of it because I was in the DC crew, okay? Going in and we're making a cut crease. I'm just gonna use my brush. We're gonna cut crease this out. All right, here's the cherry on top for this eye look. Silver Fog Pigment, I don't think I've ever used this. I have it. It's brand new still. We're gonna take a little bit of this onto a palette. We're adding a little Fix Plus to the look because I wanna make this a liquid metal on my eye. Look at her. My God, my God, my God. This is everything. It matches my shirt. This is the Renaissance eye. I think the second highlight for me for this concert was Break My Soul, because she gave you both versions. She gave you the Queen's, the original version, and then she gives you like the remix version when she starts calling out the legends. And so I got really excited, as you guys can see in this video, with me dancing my life away to Break My Soul. I released the wiggle. And I think at that point I also just, you know, surrendered all, that I was being drenched. Thank God I had the hat on because this face would have been really on the floor. But it's something about just letting loose and just going with it. And as she was singing, as we were releasing our wiggle, as we were dancing, as we were screaming, and it just felt, all of the emotions just felt like it released and washed itself away. And I was here for it. We all were. And then Baby Blue came out. Oh my gosh. First of all, I think she's like, what, 10 or 11? Miss Mama is so tall and so beautiful. So she came out, because you know she's been coming out doing a little dance routine with her mama Handy for My Power. Now I will say this, because it was raining, I do believe that they cut her routine down a little bit, because she didn't dance as long as I feel like she has in other cities. She came out, she did her dance, and then like her and B left the stage together. B grabbed her hand, and it just felt, it was really just something, because you're looking at mother and daughter together, and it was just absolutely so beautiful. They're grooming her to be an entertainer herself, and so it's so inspiring, and it's also very interesting to see the type of entertainer she's gonna grow into. But she is getting her practice on stage. You can tell she likes it. She loves dancing, and at least I hope she does, because she did such a good job. And she looked like she was having a ball. In the words of Whitney Houston, honey, you look like you're having a ball. My, my, my. And she did. I'm just so glad they kept Blue into the show, because, I mean, like, who's not a fan of Blue now, all of a sudden? So, like, we all are. So, to me, that was also another highlight as well, was seeing Blue dance next to her mama, child. Y'all know I have sensitive eyes these days, so I'm just gonna actually take a moment to allow my eyes to, like, rest. And I'm gonna go in, and I think I'm gonna strengthen up this contour a little bit more. We're not gonna do blush. We're gonna do a little bit of a stronger contour and highlight, and then clean this up, and we're gonna do a lash, because you know, it's Renaissance. We have to do a lash. In order to properly highlight, I'm gonna grab a little bit more concealer, and we're just gonna clean up right through here to make this a little bit sharper. Grab my highlight. I'm gonna sneak it in right underneath here to really make the wing pop and to really elongate and lift this up. Ooh, we're licking. We are licking good, honey. Yes, licking. We are licking good and lifted. Now back to the concert. Now, you know Les Twins, you know, the French twins that have danced with her forever on this tour. And so I'm gonna just show y'all this little clip. While she was performing Pure Honey, the twins were swinging back and forth, got all of us scared in the rain, child, just rocking back and forth. And what I thought was just so cute is that, you know, she said, give it up to my first twins. Come on, Mother B. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know this about her and the Les Twins, but them cute little twins have danced with her from back in the day to like B-Day era, okay? So they had to have been early 20s, late teens, dancing with Mother B. And the fact that they're still around, they're so protective of her, and you could tell how much she genuinely loves them. They're her family, and it's just so good to see the twins on the road dancing this concert with her, along with these other fabulous dancers. And baby, let me tell you something. You know, Beyonce went through her era of like women empowerment when, you know, she had the Mamas and an all-female band. Well, the band is back integrated, and I'm gonna tell y'all, baby, there was some fine band members that was playing the guitars and the other instruments, child. I was like, where these men's come from? And is Jay-Z allowing her to travel with all these men's? Child, she ain't crazy. But the tour, the crew, they cute, okay? So while we over here looking to Beyonce to give us a show, the tour, the crew, the band, the dancers are giving us one too, because there's lots of eye candy on stage. Whether you like women or men, baby, there's lots of eye candy on stage for this concert. Excuse me while I do my lash. But the part of the show, and I'm gonna talk real slow as I do my liner just to cover this lash band. The part of the show that really made me really misty and like it put me in my feelings of just actually not even misty, proud. Because I have a misty moment I'm gonna share with you all in a second. Proud was right after they performed Pure Honey. There literally was a whole ballroom breakdown where they vogued the stage with the categories of ballroom, and each one of her dancers, each one of her ballroom dancers, excuse me, brought to life different categories from old school to new school, and it was a celebration of ballroom culture. To be in the space with so many people from so many different walks of life, some of them knowing, a lot of them not knowing, but just a commonality of the love of Beyonce and dance, and everybody sitting there watching the art and talent of ballroom come to life on stage. I felt so proud. I felt so seen. I can't even Vogue, honey, if I wanted to. I could if I want to, but then I end up in the hospital with a broken something. I couldn't Vogue if I can only Vogue in my dreams. That's how I'm just telling you that I can't even Vogue, but I appreciate the art of Vogue because it started in the ballroom culture, and the ballroom culture is a community for Black and brown people that provided safety and protection and family on so many different, I can't get misty with this lash, but to have this on such a global platform and to bring that to her fans from different walks of life, it was such a moment of a hug, of being seen and being recognized. Not to mention the talent on that stage was 10s across the board. But I'm gonna tell you what I really was looking forward to, what I had really spent part of my weekend on vocal rest and in the shower rehearsing, was Love on Top. And we did not get Love on Top Day 2 in DC, which is another reason why I tell you I wanna see this again, because I wanted my Love on Top. I wanted to sing the way she has the audience sing to her Love on Top. So what I noticed according to the set list, because you know, again, we all did our homework, I did my homework, is that she cut out, hold please. What? With an eye this fine, y'all know you gotta use something neutral on the lips. Chestnut lip pencil and Velvet Teddy for the win for this lip. If you wanna feel a little extra fancy for a little razzle dazzle, go ahead and throw some gloss on it, okay? Now, because y'all know I did my research, I could tell that she cut out Rather Die Young and Love on Top from the set list. I'm assuming that's because of time, because again, it's a 2.5-hour concert. She ended at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yes, I did the math. And so I'm assuming by her editing out those 2 songs, it saved some time. She got on her silver horse and she said, I hope you guys remember this moment. I hope you guys remember who you came with. I hope you guys remember you felt safe. When she said, I hope you guys felt safe, that is when your beauty best friend got a little misty. That is when your beauty best friend said, oh, it's happening. The tears are starting to come out. Because when was the last time your favorite celebrity said to you, I hope you felt safe in this space and scene? I'm gonna play it for y'all. Y'all can see what she says, because she's not singing, so hopefully they won't ban this part of the video. But baby,
I hope you felt safe.
I tell you,
I hope you released.
I felt so seen. I felt so loved. And the fact that she also then spent $100,000 to extend the metro by an hour so those can get home safely and make their transfer, is the reason why we all love Queen Bee. On that note, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this Renaissance look. Atlanta, it's your time to shine. Y'all know y'all my home team. I hope y'all do it right. I hope y'all are on mute. And if you're going to see Beyonce in any other city and or if you've already seen her in a city, drop it in the comments and let me know how this concert changed you. Because I can guarantee you walked away just slightly shifted and changed and rejuvenated inside. And I want to know about it, Beauty Bestie. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. Who loves you? I do. Bye.